So how can one multifamily deal just like this behind me literally set you up financially for the rest of your life? Now, rule number one is it cash flows, right? As long as the deal cash flows, something like this could bring you anywhere from $10, $20, $30, $40,000 a month of passive income. Now, you always hear Grant Cardone kind of talk about the bigger the better. If you're just getting started, I think it's really hard. Personally, my partner and I, we really only started with a fourplex, and a fourplex is a little bit easier to do because you can get hard money on it. You can do a little bit of, it obviously isn't a property like this that might cost $10, $20 million. So on a fourplex, you can get in, you can actually live in one of the units as well and do something called an FHA loan, which is a first-time home buyer loan. And you can actually put anywhere from 3 to 5% down. You can live in one of the units, rent out the other 3, cash flow a little bit of money, and then also live there, get super cheap debt and super low LTV. Now, granted, your payment's gonna be a little bit higher, so there's some, kind of risk with that. Your LTV is important because if you're buying something for 3, 4% down, something bad can happen and you could potentially lose the property. We normally don't do that. Our strategy is more simple. We find something like this that's a little bit uglier, a little bit outdated. Rents are lower. We go in, we buy it for, let's say, 10 million bucks. We go put a couple million into it. We then go do a cash out refi, so our cost basis is 10 million plus the $2 million in renovation. So let's say we're at 12 million, and now it appraised for, let's say, 20 million. We're gonna do a cash out refi, get all of our 12 million back, maybe even a little bit more, put cash in our pocket, and we're still gonna be at about a 70% LTV, which means loan to value, right? Loan to value is important because what happens is, if you buy a property like this, and your LTV, your loan to value, isn't properly kind of coordinated or you're over leveraged, that's where you go BK. So all these people that got hurt during COVID, using bridge debt and all that stuff, they got waxed during COVID because their LTV was so high, right? So they were leveraged out, COVID happened, interest rates shot up. Now all of a sudden, they don't have enough equity in the building to even make payments, right? So they're just floating. They're asking their investors for more money. They're losing money head over fist. So it's really important. And this is why I love finding distressed properties, because if you find something distressed, you're already getting it at a discount. You're putting money into the property, so you're forcing the appreciation. So now you're getting a larger loan to value because you're buying it for 200, you put 50 grand into it, and let's say it's worth 400, so your LTV extends, right? Where if you're buying a property like, Grant Cardone, where he's buying a lot of these Class A units, yeah, he's putting, let's say, 25, 30% down. But if anything happens with debt or something like that, your loan to value is very low. So something bad can happen. And if you don't have a lot of cash reserves, that's where you're gonna get in trouble. So like I said, I only say this as a point to make, when you're looking for multifamily, you're just getting started, start with a fourplex. Start with something smaller, that cash flows, that's not gonna kill you, it's not gonna hurt you, you're not gonna lose a bunch of money, you're not gonna go bankrupt over it. Keep some cash reserves in your account, force appreciation by fixing up the property, and cash flow that thing and keep it. It gets to a point where it's paid off. One fourplex could generate you 6, 7, 8 grand a month in free cash flow, which is what some people make an entire year. So just use that strategy. Think about it when you're, kind of going through the process of buying your first property. Make sure you're finding something that cash flows. Make sure you're finding something that needs a little bit of work. And make sure, most importantly, you don't over leverage yourself and go BK. I mean, a little bit, not a crazy amount, but we're learning. We're always learning.
Real?
Yeah.
Nothing's wrong with learning. Are you willing to teach?
Yeah, why, you trying to get into real estate?
Well, I don't know too much about it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know too much about it. You don't got to put me on there, it's okay. But I don't know too much about it.
Okay.
I know it's some very smart human beings out here.
Yeah.
But they haven't really looked at the, is this gonna be on like something?
No, you're good. We won't even film you.
Oh, real?
Yeah, we'll just blur you out.
So
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna say, let's use lower class.
Mm-hmm.
Teach them,
Yeah.
And then that power can go so many other places.
Yeah.
I was looking at our problem kind of in America, where we need to look at the lower class to help build up, because you guys is already there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you just keep teaching this generation. You got any kids?
Not yet, but they're coming.
That's another power point.
Yeah.
If we can start at this ground level and build up, which America has, but we need the power people to look at certain individuals that's less fortunate.
Yeah. That's why we're doing stuff like this, right? We're trying to teach all the young generation. We're trying to show them that it's possible, right?
Yeah.
We just did a video where we're talking about how one deal can change your life. You know, you can get a deal like this. You can educate yourself on how to invest in properties and build wealth and set up generational wealth in your families. You know.
You got a card?
A card? I don't, but I can give you my cell.
And then how do something like this take place if I have like a little savings?
Yeah, so basically, like I always like to tell people how to get started is really, we just implemented this new program where literally, I'll let you pull out of the way too. But yeah, so we just launched this new program where basically how to teach people how to get started with no money, where it's like we created some flyers where you could walk around any neighborhood, literally just drop flyers on ugly houses. And any deal that comes from that, we pay anybody from $2,000 to $5,000 on that deal. So literally off spare time, right? You can go hop to this new neighborhood. Oh, that's an ugly house. Go drop a flyer, right? So there's a lot of ways that we're trying to help people too and educate them where it's like, dude, you don't have to even have money. You could literally start from zero and just use your time. Help us, somebody like us who knows what we're doing, find deals, and then we cut you in. You know what I mean? So it's cool because we're trying to implement a lot of that where we're trying to teach people. It's like, hey, you don't have to have money to get started in real estate. And it all starts, I mean, we started with $0, you know what I mean? We started wholesaling properties, we started buying properties, and then all of a sudden, you know, now you have equity and you can kind of leverage it. And so, I mean, it's a longer term play, but there's so many different ways that people can get started, you know?
I love that hustle because that means you don't play about your dollar.
Yeah.
If you started from nothing, that means you're not gonna play with people.
Exactly. And I want to help everybody, and that's why it's funny you say that, because like that's our whole goal.
It's not for everybody though. Everybody, the truth is the truth.
Yeah.
You know, some people they play a little bit too much. Some people don't understand a little bit too much. Some people like this. We all different type of people.
Right.
You know, but to have a drive to start something, that someone can say, hey, look, let me give the best gift Christ ever had was just a word.
Yeah.
He was explaining the gospel to me.
Yeah.
Everybody looking for money. No, that's a part of it. But the drive that you gotta have, you know, the drive is there.
Yeah.
You can teach a man to fish. He shouldn't go hungry.
Feed him for a lifetime.
You know? So, yes, please. I will take your number.
I got you. I'll share it with you right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, text me. I mean, like I said, even if it's something like that, we just launched that program where literally if you just want to freaking throw out flyers and try to make some extra cash, that's the best place I always tell people to get started. And there's a bunch of free resources too where we're on our channel. It's like I literally teach people exactly how we got started. Like I said, we started from zero. We didn't have any money starting out. And then it just kind of dominoes. This is, he helps us with all of our video stuff.
Our content.
Yeah, content, exactly. So that's where we're trying to give back. That's where we're trying to like really educate these people and cast a wide net, you know, and just be like, hey dude, you know, whether it's for you or not, like you said, right? It's not for everybody, but if you want to get started, here's how we got started. And if you got a hunger to succeed and you want to start, this is how you can start, you know?
You gotta start at the bottom.
Everybody, I mean, most people, unless you inherit a shit ton of money, which none of us did, you know, you got to start from the bottom and you got to learn, you got to grow, and you got to start somewhere, you know? Yeah, exactly. So my number, it's 602-610-9905. Just shoot me a text. I mean, my name is Lucas. Yeah, Lucas. You can put real estate guy, whatever you're just gonna make you remember. But our office is right down there. So if you ever have an hankering, give me a call or something. I can always set you up with some flyers. Like I said, we just did a big order for some people that are, you know, that are interested in it. And you know, I'd say that's the best place to start. Get your feet wet.
Have you guys looked into any other state?
So we're in Florida right now. We're in Colorado. We do Tucson, Phoenix. So those are our our four main markets in Florida, you know, Tampa, Jacksonville, Miami, Denver. So those are kind of the main markets, but we don't really hold anything in those states. We kind of just wholesale, if you know what that is. And then in Phoenix, this is where we buy. This is where we actually hold properties, fix and flip, all that.
So you guys do fix and flip?
Yeah, we do fix and flips, wholesale, and then we buy and hold as well. So we got about 37 doors that we actively own and operate.
You should hit that Midwest.
The what?
The Midwest.
The Midwest? I know, we're starting to go out
So
there.
lucrative.
I know. We just opened up a branch in Georgia, and we just opened up a branch in Vegas. So,
Oh, seriously?
yeah. So we're starting to kind of expand out there.
You know what? I'm gonna pray above and see can I move forward.
Yeah.
With help.
Let's do it.
Because I think that's be a real good thing.
Let's do it.
You know,
Let's do it.
for both. And I just, I can start off at groupie. I don't mind.
Yeah.
I don't mind. You know,
Yeah.
I don't mind.
You got to start somewhere, right? Just like we were
Gotta start
saying.
somewhere, man. Gotta start
What was your name?
Shepherd.
Shebra?
Shepherd.
Shepherd.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, brother. Thanks for stopping, dude. I appreciate it.
Yes. Well, I think
This is
you
great.
guys-
You got it.
Yeah, I think you guys. Have y'all talked to the manager here?
No, not yet. Not yet.
She awesome.
Is she cool?
Yeah, she awesome.
Good.
She believe in God.
I love that.
Yeah, she believe in God, man.
That's the true start right there.
It is.
That's the true start.
It is. And a big percentage of that is who we are.
Yeah.
And we all have good and bad in us. My fault, man. My fault, content
You're
director.
straight.
I know
You're good. You're good.
I know you're kind of tired, but
No,
Talk
you're
about
good.
whatever you want.
Yeah.
yeah. So
No,
thank you
that's
guys.
where that's the true start though. It all starts from the Lord, and
They do.
you follow the Lord, man. You're gonna be a better person. You become a better person.
Yeah.
Good things happen.
True.
All right, hey
So I
Shepherd.
look up to you, sir.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I'm gonna shoot you a text.
Yeah,
I never call unless I say, hey, look, let's get started.
I appreciate it.
Okay? Because I know you're a busy guy.
Thanks, Shepherd. Hey, have a good one. Appreciate the convo.
Man, thank you.
Love it. What a cool convo. This guy just stops. We have a great convo for 5-10 minutes. He's wanting to get started. He doesn't know where to start. I mean, dude, that's the power of what we're trying to teach. We're trying to give people the upper hand, trying to teach people how we started from zero and how we have, created whatever. Money don't matter. That's not the point. The point is we're trying to help you guys get to where you want to be. And if you don't want to, you don't have to. But if you want to, listen to us, implement it, and we'll see you on the other side.